Ageism in Hollywood is a real thing for men and women, whether it's voiceover or on camera, no question. But with that said, this falls back into the previous question, which is not letting anyone ruin your dreams, because people do become stars in their 90s. I'm having a brain fart. I met her actually at the Rugrats movie, the woman in Titanic, who was like, played Rose. Someone will know her name, like, who was she before? Who knows? And what a great role. It can happen at any age. I love people turning their lives around and changing careers. And I remember reading some story about a woman who went through a very painful divorce, and, all the people at the country club disowned her, and her husband had everything and she got left with nothing. And at 50, she was like a mom that had no skills, but she always wanted to be a makeup artist. So she put herself in makeup school, and she found very early that she loved creating like, creature makeup. And the first thing she did was a zombie movie, and the zombies had to get sprayed, so she had to figure out how to keep the zombie makeup on through water. And then her company went on to create the makeup for Titanic, and she's like a billionaire now at like 55 and changed her life. So there is no age limit to success, and success is timing. So you might come along and be perfect for something for a woman in her 30s or 40s that you couldn't do in your 20s. That could make you a big star. And you never know what part's going to make you a big star. Like Steve said, you've booked things where you thought this is going to be a huge success, and then it fizzled. Or this is a stupid show and it was a huge hit. So it's like, you just never know. And so much of this business is luck. It really is. And I feel for people who don't get their shot that puts them on the map, because there are plenty of talented people who should have that shot and never get that break. And there's no rhyme or reason for that. I mean, I was casting at Disney for a bit, and I brought in all the voice actors that I knew very well to do a part. And then they brought in some on-camera people for crossover or whatever reason. And, Phil Lamar came in, let's say, and did brilliantly. And then the next person came in and said, oh, I like the way that person said S, their letter S. I'm like, they could have been a terrible actor, but they love the way they said S. Or it was someone's cousin, and that's what booked the part. And then people who did a really great job will beat themselves up and say, I guess I didn't do a good job. No, of course you did. There's a billion factors that go into why someone gets a part, and you can't beat yourself up. But no, I don't think there's an age limit. I think at any age you could come on the scene and blow someone away, or book something timing wise that was meant for you. Whether you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, the only time it comes into play really more challenging is when you're getting an agent, because it makes more sense that a younger person would have less things on their resume.